Well, good morning. Federal prosecutors as well as defense attorneys presented their case to the jury yesterday in opening statements, and former Speaker Mike Madigan really took center stage. Despite his federal corruption trial not starting until next year, former longtime Speaker of the Illinois House, Mike Madigan, is playing a prominent role in this trial. Assistant U.S. Attorney Sarah Stryker told the jury in opening statements yesterday, quote, Michael Madigan's power and control made him critical to ComEd's success in the General Assembly. Also critical to what prosecutors say was a conspiracy to influence the former Speaker was his longtime political confidant, Mike McLean. Stryker told the jury, quote, he and Speaker Madigan were very close. He had direct access to Madigan, which very few people have. That relationship was entirely unique and very beneficial to ComEd. McLean and his three co-defendants, former ComEd CEO Ann Pramaggiore, ComEd lobbyist John Hooker, and former City Club president Jay Doherty, are all looking at charges of bribery, conspiracy, and falsifying records. The government says between 2011 and 2019, the four doled out $1.3 million in jobs and contracts that Madigan approved of to help swing votes in ComEd's favor. The government has more than 100 hours of secretly recorded conversations that they say help prove the bribery conspiracy. Here's WGN's legal analyst Terry Sullivan.
The question is, how incriminating is it to the defendants that are on trial?
Defense attorneys for the four took turns presenting their cases to the jury yesterday, saying they played in the rough and tumble world of Illinois politics, but their clients did everything above board. And in an effort to charge Madigan, the government made mistakes in charging their clients. Quote, pay close attention, defense attorney Patrick Cotter tells the jury. How did the defendants act? What did they actually do? In an effort to hammer home Madigan's power and why his influence meant so much to ComEd, the government called former state representative Carol Senti to the stand. She told the jury Madigan had a stronghold on members and there could be consequences for those who voted against what he wanted. The case is expected to run several weeks with many witnesses and, of course, those hours of secretly recorded conversations.
That may be too much for a jury to even understand.
Now, testimony will continue today with that former state representative back on the stand for questioning. Once again, former Speaker Mike Madigan's corruption trial, that does not begin until April of next year. We're live at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
Thank you, Eric.